Hey guys, this is John, and welcome to another episode of Chess Rivals. That's right, I'm back. I'm playing Danny Rensch on chess.com. This is the fourth installment of Chess Rivals. The rivalry is real, guys. It's ongoing. We're not going anywhere. Don't worry. We haven't recorded one of these in a couple weeks, but we're trying to do our best and get this rocking. And we have a Queen's Gambit decline to start out. I'm going to play Bishop g5 and make this sharp. This is semi-Slav. Time control's 1-1, and we're racing to 6.5 points. Let's take. I feel like Danny might be a little unfamiliar with this structure, so my hope is that my experience with this structure will give me some sort of edge on him, let's say. Let's go knight a4. I'm going to try to maneuver the knight into c5. Take this guy, play knight c5. Maybe f5 is not a bad idea for Danny. As I've said previously, 1-1 is a different beast than 1-0. Because you can't count on the clock to win you games. Okay, here I'm going to go here and attack these two pawns. Danny dropped that one. That was unfortunate by him. Wow, and he's going all out for an attack. Do I believe this attack? I don't think I do, so I'm going to take, therefore. And deal with the consequences. Really? Okay, well, let's just bring this back. I'll let him take that knight in the corner if he wants. Again, I don't quite believe this, what he's doing. So he's going down some material in an effort to complicate, but I'm very skeptical. Okay, like, can I take this? Attacking the rook, so preventing his queen from coming in and creating mating threats. Looks legitimate to me. Time-wise, I'm doing all right. Let's take this now. Just trying to be careful. I don't mind spending a little extra time just to ensure that I do this properly. Let's play queen e4, attacking the knight and the queen. Queen g5, threatening mate. Let's not blunder that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's blunder that. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Okay, just, actually, there's some tricky tactics. Like, even if I play f4 here, he can actually go queen to g1, can't he? Rook takes g1, knight takes f2. Wow. So am I just losing this position? I'm up like a massive amount of material, but I might be in trouble. Wow. All right, I'm taking that rematch, but I am not happy about that first game, guys. That was like, that came out of nowhere. Okay, we're going to go into Danny's little Verisov, his pet Verisov that he loves, and he holds dear. I don't believe in this opening for white. Danny knows that I don't believe in this opening for white. He seems to be willing to repeat it, though. And that's okay. Maybe this time I'm going to play for a faster b5. You know, b5, b4, something like that. Let's go queen b6, put pressure on this guy. g5, aggressive. Once again, I think I'm going to win material. Danny always gets me with these, like, tricky knight moves. You guys notice that? In the Chess Rivals, he's been hammering me with those tricky knight moves. Okay, here he's threatening to take on d4. I can take this guy, though. Let's do that. And we'll take here. Can move this knight out of the way. I can also just do this. Because if he takes g7, I'm going to play rook g8 and get that knight on g3. So we'll be solid for now. My king might be a little stuck in the center, but I think it's fine. We'll take. This is not good for him, I don't think. Let's get out of the pin. Castling also was probably a good idea. Let's bring this over. So we're going to keep my king in the center for now. I know he's got to attack me somehow if he wants to figure out some counterplay. Now rook b8 is a huge threat. Let's bring this back. Try to be mindful of the time. He's got a little bit of a time edge. Just got to block out that first game for more memory. That first game didn't happen. Here do I have take? No, but I have maybe queen b3. Now let's do this first. We'll just play it safe. His rook is in a strange position there. Let's come here. Bishop takes a6. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to try to get my knight into e3. I'm attacking his queen, knight e3 coming. That should be very sketchy for white. Now here we get knight f2, forking the queen. And also, Let's come here. Yeah, let's do this. He's going to take d5 and make this interesting. Okay, I'll take that. Let's block this way. I guess I'm willing to trade down a little bit. I'm not sure I should have done this, though. This is looking questionable. If there's multiple captures on d6, I come out ahead, though. I do see that happening. Rook a6 would be strong, wouldn't it? Maybe. He's got only a little time left to figure it out. Rook a6. Please don't play rook a6, Danny. Let's go here. Skewering the queen to the rook. Yeah, let's take that. Let's come up here. I'm going to try to play rook takes b5. That's the plan. Run away. Run away if you want to survive. I have mate. Okay. Ooh, intense one there. That was back and forth. That opening was very bad for white, though. Danny, I don't think we'll repeat that sort of line. Because he lost the d4 pawn early on. I got my knight into d4. And, yeah, it was difficult for him thereafter. Right around here, knight takes d4, hitting c2 and also f3. Don't think white should be able to survive after that. Okay, back to knight f3. Let's see if he plays bishop b4 this time, because I want to go g4. No, he seems content to play a QGD. I'm not sure how well Danny knows these lines, but he did get me in that last game, I gotta say. All right, so take, all right, 2 games ago, rather. Yeah, this is a possible line. I'm trying to blockade that c5 square. I want to stop him from pushing pawn to c5. Okay, this is fine for now. Let's go... Maybe I missed my opportunity to prevent this, but let's go here. I'm going to try to maneuver. If he takes, I get a blockade on the c5 square. That's the point of this maneuver. Yeah, he's still striving to get it in. Makes sense. Got to be accurate here. All right, I'm going to play bishop f3. I don't know if this is the best thing to do, though, because c5 is coming. He really wants to get c5 in. If he doesn't play it here, I might have time for knight b3. Yeah, he played it. He figured it out. Okay, let's just go knight b3 now. So my prime objective, stopping him from playing c5, was not achieved, but let's do this. Offering a little trade. Now he'll probably take f3. Let's take here. I want to keep this knight on a good square. Let's play bishop e5. Down 8 seconds. Knight c6. No, let's come here. If he takes, I'm going to play rook a1. But he can take. He can do that. Huh. Yeah, because the knight comes back to b4 and guards a6. Rook d8 maybe? Yep. Okay. I'm going to try something with like knight b7. Try to wrest control of the file away from him. Let's come here. You guys notice I'm sporting a little beard. I asked on Twitter whether you guys prefer the clean-shaven fins or the beard fins. And the beard fins won by a mile. It wasn't even close. So beard fins it is. Okay, let's come here. I want to get rook d7 in, but you got to be careful. Let's come here. Knight d3 is a good move. You didn't see it. Low on time for the both of us. Let's come in. Trying to counterattack on that last rank. Take, threatening the knight. Oh, he can do that, can't he? Let's come over. Gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. He's restricting my rook really annoyingly right now. Let me check. Check again. Let's come here. Threaten this pawn. Try to threaten that pawn. It's a little one-dimensional, though. Yeah, he's figuring out the defense. Too easily. All right. All I can do is really annoy him. That's it. That pawn is advancing. There's not much I can do about it. Alright, guess I'm going to give another check and see what he does, where he's going to run. Let's check again. Draw. Let's come here. If he queens, at least I have this. Don't know that it matters. He has check here, and then he can take my rook. Or repeat. Doesn't do that. Okay. Well, this game is going longer than I anticipated. He's having a little difficulty figuring out the win. But it is still completely winning for him, of course. F2 would be good. Guess I'll give some more checks. Check again. He's good with the repeats. Like repeating the position and not allowing me to ever claim a draw by threefold repetition. Guess we're going to come here. Let's come over here. And now he's bringing up the king to assist. Check. King g2, though. Yeah, this is going to be it. F1 queen. All right, I resign this game. So, we are losing the series 1-2. Again, it's a race to 6.5. Lots of time left. I can make this up. I can do this. You can see they're rooting for Danny in the chat. That's all right. This is his site. You know, he's the hometown hero. I'll accept that. All right, we're going Scandi. Time to call in the Team Scandi reinforcements. We got to get those guys going. Let's play bishop f5, e6, etc. Knight bd7. If he goes long, I'm going to launch an attack. I'm going to play for b5, a5, all that good stuff. In fact, let's do that right away. I think I like the look of this. Let's play knight here. See if he'll swap somehow on d5. He does. Okay, let's bring this in. c4 looks like a juicy square. h4 was hanging. I didn't notice that. Okay, I'm going to jump this in, even though I have to give up my nice knight. It could have been a nice piece on that outpost, but I'm going to play rook b8. I feel good about the position otherwise. It's castle. Our king is perfectly safe over here. Rook b8 is coming, and I wonder how he's going to defend that pawn. That just seems like a monumental task right now. Knight there. Yeah, he's going to try to get something going against our king, but again, I don't believe it. He's got to bring his knight back. Can't take there, can I? We'll repeat the position once. Just see what he has in mind. We'll go here. He offered a draw. Of course, we're not taking a draw. I like our bishop. It's really strong. It controls that b1 square especially. Let's come here. Just defend g6 a little bit better. I'm attacking the knight as well. Maybe bishop to f5 if I get a chance. Queen f5 also looks good. Let's play bishop f5 though. He's got to put the queen here, which looks incredibly awkward. That should lose a piece. Take. He has that in between move. Okay, that I didn't see. And he's going to stick in an opposite color bishop ending. I might need my bishop blocking the file now. Bishop d3. All right. Yeah. That could have worked out better for me than it did. Rook there. Okay, do I trade or do I play rook b3? I feel like my rook is going to be massively out of play on the b3 square, so... But no, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to try this. Maybe I can play c5 somewhere down the line. Let's come here. Just make sure no g4 stuff hurts us. Yeah, I'm not exploiting my chances like I would like. Let's play this. Not sure that was the right time for that move. I was going to follow a d4, but I don't have a good rook on the file to do that. Okay, I have an idea. Let's do this. Let's come here. Let's go here. come here. So threatening rook takes f3. Is this a mating net? It actually looks very hard for him to get out of this. Wow, I think that's a mating net. Rook takes f3 coming. Not quite. Let's give a check. Another check, that is. Now we take. Let's come in with the king. King up to f3. This is going to be good for us. Ah, the bishop was hanging. I could have taken that. But now rook check is coming. Take here. Gotta hurry now. But don't panic, John. Don't panic. You're still winning this. You're still most certainly winning. All right, we got the victory. Yeah, shoddy technique, like I said, because after I won that pawn on b2, it ought to be easier than it was. And I think I ran into issues in the conversion phase. Right around here, you know, Danny offered a draw. He was kind of repeating, trying to get something going with the queen and the knight. I think, like, queen f6 maybe was... Well, queen f6 should be fine, but bishop g3, bishop f5. Maybe here I played inaccurately. Or it's possible that knight h5 is just a good move. Take, take, take. In my quick calculations, I assumed he had to take my light square bishop, but that was not the case. Okay, I like knight f3. I like the positions I've been getting, so I'm going to stick with that. 2-2. Once again, black is having all the fun in this series. It's been the theme throughout our chess rivals, and it continues today. Let's take, once again, and play bishop d3, this familiar structure. Let's play h3 just so the bishop can always retreat. Queen c2. Come here. Usually they play bishop d6 and they try to swap the dark square bishops. Otherwise, I tend to get in knight e5, and it's nice. It's nice for white. Okay, let's come here. I'm going to try to go rook b1 and b4. Try to stop him from playing knight e4 as well. I've been in this structure many times. Now it's like the shoe's on the other foot as far as ratings go. Not that we care about ratings in chess rivals, but Danny is the higher rated one. Or I'm the higher rated one as opposed to Danny. Yeah, this is what he wanted to do. Okay, let's take and then play knight back to d2. And then I'm going to maneuver. And maybe try to go queen c5. Got to be careful, though, because my king side's a little bit shaky. I think bringing the knight here is key. Let's go here, kind of x-ray that piece on f5. What's he going to throw at me? He wants to go rook d5. Well, let's take that, first of all. I got to watch tactics. Knight f3 check and bishop takes h3 stuff. Right now, this looks fine. Maybe rook a8 is what he should play? He's going with an interference move. Yep. All right. I can't let him think a lot. So I just got to do something. Go with it. Let's bring this back for protection. I'm going to go queen f1. Yeah, he wants to break through. Okay. Let's get out of the way. I still pin him here. This is nice. g4 is the threat, actually. Rook h3 could be good. Let's come here. Defend f1 and attack the bishop. Let's play that. Looks mildly scary. Yeah, he's going to go... He's going to come over. All right, I'm sacking the exchange. So I don't know what to do. Then I'm going to go check. This is my plan. Not sure this was a good idea, though, guys. Again, Danny's on the repeat train. Let's come here. Let's check again. Let's come back. Take. Well, he got his rooks a little bit situated poorly, I'd say. Now this can come in. Let's come here with the knight. I want to go check and then take on f5. That's the plan. Check. Gotta come back. And gotta hurry. Let's check here. Knight b4. Yeah, I'm letting him get in. Letting him take stuff. This is dangerous. Oh boy, I'm in a mating net. Oh no, I can't stop rook h8. Ah, another game, another white game blown. 3-2. All right. Yeah, that was also not good. He's throwing his pieces at me on the king side, and I just can't quite fade the pressure. Yeah, this actually was probably a good idea. Knight takes g2. He had enough pressure to make it interesting. All right, we're going back to Scandy Town. Danny's going to put the bishop on the f3 square. That's unusual, but makes some sense. 3-2, lots of time remaining. Lots of time left to do some damage. Is he going long? All right, let's go here. I know I'm dropping maybe one of these pawns, but I hope it's sufficient to stir things up. Let's come here. Threaten a2. Let's take once. Let's go here. I'm threatening bishop g4, so that's a nice idea to have. It might encourage him to move this knight away. I want to go a5 and a4 and attack him. I feel like he should actually trade queens, but I doubt he does. He wants to attack as well. This looks really dangerous for him. I take, I open the A file. How's he going to survive? Because if I check him on f5 next move, and his king goes to b2, I can take on c5, is the issue he has. I have a lot of time. All right, this is my game to win. It's definitely the case. Check. Yep, he saw the issue. All right, I'm going to come in with this rook. Threatening some sacks on b3. Potentially. e5 might be coming. He can bring this rook over, perhaps. Oh, no, he can't. I take on a2 if he does that. Need some extra ingredient here. Take b3. That doesn't quite work. Nor does taking a2. Okay, I'm going to do this. Threaten a2 again. Now I can take here. Now this is working. Okay, we got it to work. Now I can do this. This is the pin. I figured it out. Yeah, and this is just winning now. All right, so we crashed through on the queen side in that one. That makes up for the last game somewhat, but still 3-3, and none of us has won a white game. Black has won every time. All right, 3-3. This is what Chess Rivals is all about, guys. We like these close matches. I know Danny's taken some flack for losing the first 3 Chess Rivals, but you can tell by the way he's playing. He's come with a sense of urgency. Got to respect that. All right, this same setup, he's going back to his bread and butter. Let's do bishop d3. This time I'm going to try not to waste time with h3. I think that's like not so desirable. He can play knight h5 and go after my dark square bishop, but I'm just going to let him take it on this square if he wants, because this is a structure that I feel pretty comfortable with, and I think it's reasonable for white. So even though I don't have the bishop pair, I have other counterplay too. Hits that pawn, let's just defend it. So he could become really cramped if I get b6 in. He's going to try to bust out with e5 coming, but let's do this and see. Yeah, that move is coming soon, e5. He's going to try to create counterplay. Let's come here. I'm just going to try to set it up so if he plays e5, I can take and then play knight takes d5. So it's kind of only a temporary solution, though. Okay, so let's take once, and then we'll take here. This is the point. Queen e2 is a little artificial. It does have this idea, but I think if he would have avoided that... Whoa, what am I talking about? Okay, that was a complete blackout on my part. I don't know what I was thinking there. Okay. That was rather embarrassing. For some reason, I thought he couldn't take. That is one of the strangest blunders I've made in a while. Okay. All right, let's come here. I got to give up a pawn on this square, I think. Not too many alternatives. Because if I move the knight somewhere else, bishop takes d4. Wow, he's sacking the exchange. Okay, I guess let's take this way. And he doesn't have to take back, though. Yeah, he can do that. All right, let's come here. What a sloppy game on both of our parts. Like now maybe rook takes d5, mainly on my part, not on Danny's. If I can double the rooks up. Bishop e6, rook d6, try to drum up something. This is rather strange. Not sure what my rook is doing there. Let's go queen b5. Let's play it fast. Yeah, he has bishop e5. Ooh, he blundered that, but I guess he takes the other pawn. Let's come here, f4. Try to get that bishop working. Is rook c2, or that. Ooh. Maybe queen? Nope. Go attack that guy. Yes, queen e3. He's coming in. Oh, that was a blunder by me. Yeah, I'm going to resign this one. I have no idea what I was thinking with knight takes d5. That was like... I think I was thinking that this pawn on e6 would somehow still be here and he couldn't take it. But yeah, that was inexcusable. Just a horrendous blunder by me. Okay, got to get back in this game, this match. Absolutely horrendous. The structure could be fine for black, but I feel like in a faster game, maybe white has the advantage out of this, just because their structure is easier to play. They're free of weaknesses. Let's start advancing on this side of the board for that reason. Let's go g6 and then probably f5. Try to stop him from playing e4. Trying to establish pawns on light squares. Let's come here. I feel like that knight is valuable, and I might want to try to take it. Like bishop b4 could be played. Is he thinking about some sacrifices, maybe? On b5 or d5? Yeah, there he goes. I think I'm okay with giving up that b5 pawn. I'm going to march my king up to g7 and try to defend. Let's come here. Ooh, check. No, maybe not. Let's come knight e4. This looks annoying for him. Because he can't play f3 because I check on g3. He also can't castle queenside because of knight takes f2. And if he castles kingside, I have queen takes h4. So that's a lot of issues rolled into one. We'll hide our king. Let's just play a5. Don't know if I should have done that. I might have wanted to preserve the option for, say, a6. Blunders this, though. Okay, let's take here, and then we'll take here. All right, so I'm up a rook. I should be able to hold hold on for the victory. Let's give it a check. Let's come here. I just want to double up on the file. I'm going to give this up. Give it a check. Try not to blunder anything. I did just blunder something. He can take that. Let's come here and attack this pawn. Let's advance. Not making use of my advantages very well, guys. Not happy with my play in this Chess Rivals. Come here, try to win this pawn. All right, now I got to run with my king. Let's come back with this rook for protection. Come over for protection. Escape. Ugh, ugly. Still ugly. Let's go threaten mate. Ooh. I got a mate on b2. Ugly, ugly game. Winning ugly right there. Yeah, after being up a rook, that was shameful technique by me. Absolutely shameful. I mean, okay, so he castled right here, and I got knight takes f2 in. And I mean, it should be easy after this. Okay, he does have some queenside pawns, but really, as long as I play somewhat normal moves, I should be winning. I think I had issues because I had trouble activating this structure. All right, so again, black winning every single game. Let's do this knight f3 move again. We're going back to the bread and butter. Nobody seems willing to deviate because, yeah, we've both been sticking to mainline stuff so far with success as black. So it's not surprising that he's going to try to keep it up. Let's play c5 once again. This time it's a little bit different, at least. If knight h5, I can drop the bishop back to h2. Let's drop this back. I think he's trying to play for e5. Let's go here and try to stop that. Make his knight go back. Yeah, let's play b5. Swap on a1. So I have a huge space advantage, but I have to shut down the possibility of e5 in the future. That's important. It looks like he might be able to achieve it again. Okay, let's take first. Attack that knight. Okay. I'm going to take. This is a little weird. But then I'm going to play in here. I'm going to try to attack c6 and thereby distract him a bit. Yeah, I don't like this happening, though. He gets e4 in if I move this bishop away. What to do, what to do. All right, I'm taking. And after e4, I'm going to sack a piece. I get a bunch of pawns, but my king is quite open. I'm really concerned about this. Bishop takes h3 is coming next. So needless to say, I'm concerned. Let's come back here so he can't take that light square bishop. I don't know. My CD and E pawns will provide good counterplay, though, I think. Got to watch my time. He's got a 2-to-1 time advantage. If I can get my rook over and participating, maybe I can stir up some trouble. Again, this is a race to 6.5, so both of us need 2.5 more points. Let's come over. Maybe rook b7 to come. Just come here. Now he can pin us. With queen there. Threatening the knight. Trying to threaten the knight. Let's bring this over for protection. Got to push these pass pawns. Got to keep pushing. Come back. Ooh, check. He's got to play queen e8. Yep. Push these guys. Push them together, too. I'm not stalling. I'm not stopping. I'm just pushing those pawns. D7's coming next. Yeah, we're not going to waste time recapturing that. I'm getting a queen. I don't have to move it. Take here. Ooh, looks like we're going to steal this one. Unreal. Wow. I faded the kingside attack in that one, guys. Gee. Wow. That was looking scary. Again, like, I thought I would have some natural advantage, but Danny is acquitting himself, like, very well in this line. Like, he's just accepting that he's worse on the queen side, but he's quickly preparing counterplay with e5. So this has been making it difficult for me to play as white. That's the first white victory of the match. All right, rematch time. 4-5. We're going back to Scandi. He wants more of it. Okay, e5 is a good move in this position. So we'll do that. Let's just develop. We'll bring this back. Maybe he can play d5? I don't know. Can I do this? Can he do that? Okay, let's take. See if he'll swap queens. I'm up a pawn now. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, didn't see that move, but I'm going to give it a check. He can play bishop e3. He had bishop e3 right there. That would have been much better. All right, so he damages our structure a bit. I'm going to come over. Let's see if he'll take here, if he dares to take that pawn. Appears not. Maybe bishop to d4? Nope, knight there. All right, got to tread carefully. King d7. King d8. All right, king d8. There's bishop g5. So I'm still up a pawn, but my king is all discombobulated. Okay, so against this one, I was going to come to d7, I think. I'm threatening the knight, so that knight's got to move, or he has to pin me or something. Comes out to c4, all right. Again, I have to be careful because bishop f4 is coming. I think this is a good move. Try to neutralize his bishop. Yeah, without that move, this could be a dangerous position. If h4, I'm going to play f6 and try to force him to take. All right, I'm happy I found bishop h6 because, like I said, otherwise my king was in some danger on that square for sure. Let's come here, see if we can get f4 in. Going knight e5 next move, if allowed. Give it a check. Let's come here. He has king f3, though. Not sure I'm getting a whole lot for this sacrificed pawn. Let's give it a check. And then I'm going to come here and attack this guy. He's very low on time right now. He doesn't have much to work with. Let's pull this back. Check again. Pin him. Trying to make it tough for him to figure out with limited time. So what does he do now? Take that. Let's come back. Offer a trade of the rooks. Ooh, and we get this in. Let's come here. Let's push that. Let's come here. Let's come all the way down, threaten to queen. Oh no, why did I do that? But I can check here, thankfully. That was almost a big blunder. Wow, okay. Got that one. Survived a dicey opening. So I won the pawn in the opening, but I had to suffer some of the consequences. Not easy because he got bishop h3 in, and then he damaged my structure. I think if he would have played a timely king to g2 somewhere and tried to include that rook, that kingside rook in the attack, that could have been really bad. All right, this is the last game. Do we go knight f3 again? I won the last game. I feel like I can win with this opening. I just need to keep it simpler against him. I'm not going to play for that c5 setup. I'm going to try to play for restriction more this time around. Let's play here. And, let's castle. I'm going to try to prop this knight up. Okay, let's go queen f3. I'm going to go queen h3 and try to play for kind of an initiative, more so than anything. Yeah, f5 makes sense. Let's drop this back. I don't want to trade the knights then. Okay, maybe now I'll play for c5. Like now, I feel like c5 is more acceptable because I can try to cramp him. All right, do I take? Now let's go c5. Let's play for the big clamp. Let's go a4. And let's jump this in. A draw is sufficient for victory. I'm up 2 games. Okay, b4. I was thinking about this against that. I'm going to try to put the knight on b3. Keep an eye on this a5 pawn. I'm pretty good in these maneuvering type positions, so maybe now I'll go for g4. Let's avoid this knight trade once again. Let's play for g4. He can't take because I get at h7 if he does that. And now he's got to be a little concerned. I go here, I'm attacking h7 and e6. That's a devastating move. What does he do? Yeah, take. But I can just go win that rook in the corner. Wow. Let's see. Let's come here. He's going to try to go bishop g4. I just guard f3. Let's take this. No, let's play this instead. Just so if h4, I can always sacrifice on g4 without any issue. Okay, let's just come here. There's nothing to be afraid of. Let's take that. I want to win c6. Let's come here. Knight d6 check coming. He's got a time edge, but I don't think it matters too much. Okay, let's take. I got all these pieces gummed up on the queen side, but let's do this. We'll just get some pass pawns out of the deal. Okay, take. And then I'm going to take g4 and finally get rid of that bishop that was causing me all sorts of issues. Let's go take that h3 pawn. Let's prevent him from playing rook a1. Just total prophylaxis, preventing the opponent's threats. Take there, advance this pawn. Looks like this is going to be sufficient for victory, guys. Just push the pawns. Again, these pawns on the last rank. Whew, and we won. Big sigh of relief from me. Wow. We won 7-4. Got those last few games. That was very hard fought. Yeah, and Danny gave me a heck of a run at the beginning. Very hard fought. This one went better, definitely. I feel like I got the position I wanted in this one, whereas in the earlier games, as white, I was kind of taking space, but allowing him counterplay and allowing him to get the pawn breaks that he wanted in. But I think this was a nice practical decision by me to allow the trade of the knight for the bishop, the dark square bishop on e5. So like knight d7, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, and then propping it up with f4. Yes, black has the pair of bishops, but his position is restricted I think this is how I want to play against him for the most part. This is what I'm good at. You know, nursing a small advantage, playing positionally, suppressing my opponent's counterplay. When my opponents start getting play like Danny did in those first few games from the black side, then it's a lot harder for me to manage, especially with this time control. So the chess.com chat is going crazy right now. Yeah, very interesting how black just kind of has the psychological advantage at this point in these matches between us. I wonder if that'll hold true as we play more of these. So good fun. Fair play to Danny. Good match. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll be back again soon with another Chess Rivals. Talk to you guys later. Bye.